We just had another client go insanely viral on social media, on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, getting over 20 million views in just 2 weeks' time. This client was interviewed on today.com as a result of this, is talking with other publishers like Newsweek based on just these couple of videos that were shared on social media. So in this video, we wanted to share how and why this particular client went viral over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully you get a couple of good tidbits of information that you can apply to your videos and to your content so you can eventually go viral as well. If you get any value out of this video, please leave us a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more content just like this. Crazy thing about a recent client, got over 20 million views over a 2-week period because 1 or 2 videos actually went viral across multiple platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. The Today Show calls him. They want to interview him. He's getting all sorts of crazy exposure, all from literally a 30-second video.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy that one of them went viral and then the same video went viral on another platform and then a different video went viral on another platform. And then I think the same video from that platform went viral back on TikTok again. Like it was like a ping pong kind of effect.
The weird thing about the videos that went viral is that the topics were relatively similar, actually. Like they weren't drastically different in topic. So that topic must have really resonated with the audience. But what is cool is when a video goes viral on one platform, it goes viral on another. So typically if a video does good on, say, TikTok, there's a really good chance that it's going to do well on Instagram, as long as there's not something like screwy with your algorithm.
Yeah. But like for all of them to have success and ping pong and like not one of them failed. Every single one of them went at least a little bit viral on every platform. Yeah.
And it, again, completely organic exposure. There's no paid. He's getting a ridiculous amount of DMs. He's getting clients. The firm is inundated with requests, which is it's amazing byproduct of just one video. It doesn't take much for something to take off. But the craziest thing about it, I think, is how simple the videos actually are.
Yeah, I mean, it's video and him talking and subtitles.
No music.
B-roll, no music, nothing like that.
There's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing special. I mean, it looks really good. Like we shot it professionally and recorded it professionally, audio, video. It's lit very well. It's very clear. So I think it makes it stand out a little bit against something like a cell phone video, but there's nothing really special. So it goes to really show that what you're saying matters so much more than what goes into actually making the video, at least in that example.
Yeah, I'm like, flamethrowers and explosions are not going to make your video more interesting. He could say whatever he wants to say. If what's being said is not interesting, no amount of editing is going to make up for that.
I think what made this particularly successful was that it sounded controversial, but it really wasn't. I mean, he was just talking about things that he's seeing in his world of divorce and relationships, which is something that applies to just about everybody. So it casts a wide net. But I think he went so hard onto one side of the argument, one side of the aisle, that it just exploded. And I think when you can say something that is so broad and yet so resonating with one particular audience, it's a recipe for success.
Yeah, it's really funny because it wasn't controversial really in the way that he said it, because specifically he said my opinion or this is what I see. So you can't really claim that's controversial because he's literally just telling you an anecdote. This is what I see in my law firm. But for some reason, people are like, well, that's crazy because that I'm not like that. I'm a guy and I don't act that way. But women, obviously, from the video, women were commenting on his video saying, this is exactly what happened in my experience. So to be honest, it's all anecdotal. Everything's anecdotal. So it's controversial in some way, but he didn't speak it as if it was fact.
What's crazy about that, though, is like, yeah, it's coming from his own experience. But I think if you can be a little bit controversial from your own experience, people can't really take that from you. You can actually get a ton of engagement, even if what you're saying is only based off of your own personal experience. People can't really argue with your own personal experience. So even if you're saying something that's a little bit out of left field or controversial, if it's genuinely your own opinion and feelings, the only thing that's going to happen is people are going to argue in the comments and people are going to give you a ton of engagement because you're saying things that all they hear is something controversial, not necessarily that it's coming specifically from your own experience.
True. Yeah, and controversial stuff usually does well. So if you can be controversial in your opinions, then yeah, like that's the way to go because it drives engagement.
Yeah, so this is a perfect example of a guy who is just talking about what he sees on a daily basis in his business that, boom, 20 million plus views in 2 weeks. I mean, that's insane. That might be the biggest week that we've ever had from a organic views standpoint. And you're talking maybe a minute's worth of content. It's freaking nuts. How long did that take us to film? It took us...
That specific video, probably a minute and a half.
Right.
2 minutes. And to edit, probably 5 minutes.
Crazy. And like, again, you don't need to go crazy to go viral. You need to be a little bit opinionated, I think. I think that definitely helps. He's a very opinionated, passionate guy about what he talks about. So I think him talking about his opinions is either going to piss somebody off or get somebody to run through a wall with him. So that definitely helps. So I think it's okay to be very opinionated when you're talking about what you do in your content. It can make you blow up.
Yeah, I mean, because think about it. You're going to have people that agree and you're going to have people that disagree. And both of them are going to comment on why they agree or disagree. Either way, you're getting engagement and people are watching all the way to the end because they want to know what your opinion truly is. And they're commenting and giving and driving more traffic pretty much.
Whether they agree with you or not, it's fantastic. No matter what. Engagement is good, whether somebody agrees with you or not. That's what you want. You want both. And he does a really good job too. Something that people should really kind of model after is he does a really good job of interacting with those comments, at least in the beginning, because it shows that when somebody is taking the time to comment to you, he's taking the time to respond back. And whether it's positive or negative, he does a pretty good job of giving it back, at least in the beginning, because you can't keep up with 40, 50,000 comments. It's just impossible at some point. But I think even if you get one comment, respond to it because it's just going to keep the conversation going. It's just a good practice to have if you're putting videos online.
Yeah, I used to do that with my YouTube channel. Every single comment that would come through that was obviously not like you suck or something like that, I would do the heart and usually like it. And if I really liked the comment, I would probably respond to it as well. And that drove people to like think this guy's different than just a regular content creator. He has 50,000 followers and he's taking time to respond to me. So like I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's good. So again, crazy success story from the last couple of weeks. Got featured on the Today Show from this one video that he posted, and it's still going. Like I think it's either approaching 8 million on TikTok by itself.
Almost at 8 million, yeah.
Or it crossed it, or by the time whenever this goes out, like it'll be over that. Something else to think about that. He ended up getting 20 million views in a week. If he were to buy those views at a cost of about, I think we're paying like 3 cents a view on Facebook, which is about 3 seconds. Yeah, dude, it would have cost him $600,000 to get that kind of exposure in that short of a period of time that he got with all organic video. That took him 2 minutes to record and us maybe an hour to edit, post, caption, do the whole thing and get it out there for him. Absolutely insane. Like the return on investment for that time-wise and even money-wise, insane dividends that thing is going to pay.